Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to make 3 smaller builds, loosely Western inspired. But before we get into the tutorial, let me know what other builds you'd like to see and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, this first build is going to be a little windmill, but not that kind of windmill, that kind of windmill. Very westerny. I'm starting by placing some cobbled deep slate blocks, 3 blocks apart, in a little square. Then on top of those, I'm placing 2 cobbled deep slate walls. Then I'm placing some oak fences, 2 high, then 1 to the side, then another 1 up, then 2 over. Then I'm just doing the same thing on this other side till they meet each other. Then I'm doing that exact same thing on this side over here, up and over and up and connecting them. Then I'm just connecting all the sides so they all look the exact same, just like this. It seems pretty complicated, but it's really not that bad. In all of these like edges, I'm going to put 1 more. Then I'm going to go in on this corner here, like so, and then go up, and I'm going up 3 on each one of these. Then I will place a fence in between them on the top and on the bottom. Not the one that's connected, but 1 up, like that. All around, all 4 sides, there, and 1 at the top, like so, and then the legs are done. Looks pretty complicated, but it's really simple when you break it down. Then I'm just placing some oak stairs on the top and a cobbled deep slate block in the middle. Then I'm placing 2 cobbled deep slate walls on top of that, then a iron bar on top of that, and 1 more next to it. Then I'm taking some more cobbled deep slate walls and placing them 3 right next to each other, and then 3 more right under that. So it makes the little like tail fin part of it. Then to make the little like propeller part, I'm placing just a spruce wood block, and I'm using stripped spruce wood just because I think it'll look better. Then to make it easier to place all these trapdoors, I'm just placing a 3x3 of cobbled deep slate. Then I'm placing some more base blocks on the very edge of that, and then 1 over. So like I'll have these little arms that come off, so it'll help me place the propellers. I'm breaking off the corners once I've done that, so this is the shape of the propeller. It's supposed to give the illusion that it's rounded, even though you can't really make round things in Minecraft. Then I'm just breaking all of the cobbled deep slate blocks, flipping up all the trapdoors, and placing a dark oak button in the center of that stripped spruce wood log. And it's done. Super simple, super easy, and it's very like westerny. It would also work at a farm. It would look really good at a farm. And I just think it's a nice little detail to add to your build. Next, we're building a water tower, and we're starting very similarly to how we started this one. We're starting with a cobbled deep slate block, then we're going 6 blocks back and placing another cobbled deep slate block, then 6 blocks over and another cobbled deep slate block. So we'll have a 8x8, and all of the corners will be a cobbled deep slate block. Then once you have that, we're just placing some cobbled deep slate stairs on the edges of all of that, so it should look like this. Then we're placing another cobbled deep slate block on top of that, and we're placing some dark oak bark blocks on each of those cobbled deep slate blocks, 5 blocks up. Then I'm using some oak wood planks, starting at the bottom of that dark oak bark block and staircasing our way all the way up till it meets the top. So it should look like this. Then we're doing the exact same thing on the other side with spruce. So I'm starting just because it's easier, placing a few of the oak blocks right there, just so I have something to build off of, and then I'm doing the same thing with spruce. And the reason I'm using spruce and not oak again is just so it looks like the wood is in shadow. I just think it looks a bit nicer. And so once I have that, I'm just gonna do that same thing on all 4 of these sides till it looks like this. Then once I have that, I'm putting a oak slab on each of those dark oak pillars, then connecting it with some oak stairs. Once I have that, I'm placing 6 dark oak bark blocks on the top of those spruce stairs. So you'll only see 5 of them, but there is a 6th one hidden behind the oak stair. Then I'm doing the exact same thing, staircasing up with the oak stairs, but this time I'm going the opposite direction, just so it kind of gives a zigzag pattern, and doing the same thing with spruce on that other side. So you have this, and then I'm just doing that same thing on all 4 sides. So it ends up like this. Once you have that, I'm doing the exact same thing as I did before with these slabs in the corners and the stairs in the middle. Then I'm placing some more dark oak bark blocks, but this time I'm only going up 4. So 3 that you actually see and 1 hidden behind the stairs, like so. Then I'm doing the same thing with the stairs, but I'm only using 3 of them right at the top. Once I have that for the inside, I'm placing a spruce stair, and then I'm just filling in the rest with some spruce planks. Then on top of the dark oak bark blocks, I'm placing some more spruce planks and going all the way around so that I can place some upside down oak stairs right next to that. Then in the center of all of these sides, I'm placing 2x4 of spruce planks going all the way up. Then on the sides, I'm putting some barrels, so all of the corners will have barrels in it. Then I'm covering the front of all of those spruce planks with trapdoors. And so it should look like this. Then once I have that, I'm starting with the roof. And the roof seems pretty complicated at first, but it's really not that bad. I'm starting by placing some cobbled deep slate on all of those spruce planks. Then I'm surrounding that with some cobbled deep slate stairs, adding one in the corner, and just continuing that around the entire thing. We have this. Then I'm just filling in the rest of it with some cobbled deep slate. Then I'm putting some slabs around the outside, and then some stairs in the center, putting some more cobbled deep slate blocks in the middle, and then doing 4 stairs all the way around. So you have this little roof. And you could be a little bit extra and actually fill this with water, but it's really not necessary. And it's done. This is just a cute little water tower. Perfect for a western town like I built, or even just like a town build. It's just very cute. And you can always change up the colors if you wanted it to be a little bit more like stone, metally. That would be cool with some andesite and smooth stone. That could work really nice. Overall, I was just a big fan of it. The other ones I think are very versatile. That's why I put them first, like the windmill and the water tower. Those are both things that can kind of be adapted for like other builds outside of western. This next build is entirely western, and you can't do anything else but western with this because we're building some gallows. I'm starting it out super simple. I'm just placing barrels 3 blocks apart, 4 across. Then I'm going back 3 blocks, placing a barrel every other block, so it should have 3 barrels along the side. Then doing the same thing with the 4 barrels with 3 blocks in between. On each of the barrels, I'm using just plain oak bark blocks and going 3 blocks tall blocks. Then between all those oak bark blocks, on the center one, I'm placing some upside down spruce stairs. Then I'm just using some oak fences to fill in the bottom. Then on the edges, I'm using some spruce stairs, just staircasing my way up on each side. Once I have that, I'm finishing the railing by adding some oak fences next to all of these oak bark blocks. Then I'm putting some oak gates in the center. Once I have that, I'm starting on the floor, which is just going to be slabs, and they're going to be slabs in these little 3x3s because I'm also putting some oak bark blocks in between all of the oak bark block pillars. So it should look like this. Then the last thing I'm doing is adding a spruce trapdoor in the center of all of these, like so. All that's left to do is the top bit, and how I'm doing that is I'm breaking this first oak bark block, placing a barrel, then I'm going up 4 oak bark blocks, and I'm doing that on both sides. Then I'm using some spruce stairs on the inside, upside down, and I'm adding another oak bark block just so I can make sure they're all facing the right way, breaking it and replacing that with an upside down spruce stair. Then over all of these trapdoors, I'm just adding a fence. That'll be the actual gallows part, and it's done. This is like the simplified version. You could also add some stairs like I'm doing here and slabs just to give it a little bit more detail, but leaving it the other way is also fine. This one is kind of the only build of the bunch that could only belong in a western town. But I had a lot of fun designing this, so I really wanted to show you guys anyways. Let me know which build was your favorite in the comments down below, 1, 2, or 3. And let me know if you like these like smaller, kind of like medium-ish builds. They're a little bit too big for shorts, but also a little bit too small for a full-length video. Let me know how you like this style of video, doing a few builds in one. And don't forget to like and subscribe.